Hi everyone! The Christmas flower series from last week continues. This time we are drawing an Amaryllis. I will also show you how to make a repeat pattern of it for print-on-demand sites like Society6 and Redbubble, but I made a poll in the YouTube community tab in Art Amino and Twitter asking if you'd like to see the drawing tutorial and the repeat pattern tutorial combined into one video or as two separate videos, and so far most people have said 2 videos. I made the poll really last minute though, on the same day I'm editing and uploading this video, so there weren't that many votes yet, but since they were almost unanimous, I'll take the advice. So the repeat pattern video is coming later. I'll link it on this video once it's up. Let's start with the drawing. Again, I used both the Flower Painter's Essential Handbook by Jill Bass as help and a real Amaryllis as live reference. I made a quick practice sketch with colored pencils before starting the more detailed drawing. The colored sketch was also a plan for a colored watercolor version of this drawing, which I also filmed for an upcoming video. I started with a light pencil sketch using a hard H pencil. This way it's easier to get rid of any mistakes in the initial sketch later. I sketched out a flower bud and a flower that's already opened, so that both of those stages of the flowering are present in the drawing, and so that the silhouette is a bit more interesting. And I sketched out some of the thick stem and leaves, but no flower bulb this time. I like how the shape of the flower bud turned out, but I'm not as happy with the open flower. Honestly though, the Amaryllis I used as a reference didn't look that great either. Maybe the petals just hadn't spread out quite enough yet. I darkened the sketch with a mechanical pencil once it was done, and then went on to shade the left side of the sketch lightly with a hard pencil. I used a piece of scrap paper under my palm so that the rest of the sketch won't get smudged from the oils on my hand. I added darker shading with a softer 3B pencil in the crevices of the flower bud and stripes to the stem and the leaves around the flower bud and around the stem. I continued with the same process towards the right, so I'm not smudging parts I've already shaded as I go along. If you're left-handed, start from the right and work your way to the left. This drawing and all the other Christmas flower drawings are already in my Redbubble shop, so if you want to have a sneak peek, you can go have a look. There's also a repeat pattern of the Amaryllis, although I think I'll alter it a bit for the repeat pattern tutorial video to show you how you can make it not look like it's just the same image repeated over and over again, even if the pattern is made up of just one image. I also defined the outlines a bit with a mechanical pencil. I cleaned up any smudges from the white background and added some highlights with a kneaded eraser. I added some shading on the flower petals to make them look a bit wrinkled, since they were looking really stiff. I did the darkest shading with a woodless graphite pencil to add contrast. It just appears a lot more black than any of the normal soft pencils I have. And you can do a great job with proportions and shading, but without the darkest parts it often looks like there's something missing, so I try to have a bit of pure white and a bit of black in all drawings to have a wider range of shades. If you'd like to see the slower version of this drawing, there will be a real-time version soon on my ASMR channel. The ASMR version of last week's hyacinth drawing is already up. It's about half an hour long. I'll link to a playlist on this video and in the description, so you can easily find all the real-time Christmas flower drawing videos once they go live. If you want to see more drawing tutorials, click on the playlist on the screen. Thanks for watching and see you next week.